improve the roads in the village, and I just left here on a high, you know.
That's so amazing. Is that?
Look like you. Your white blazer, by the way. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Better than what other people, they live on those adverse circumstances, you know.
Did they do solar?
I'm sorry?
How did they do the electricity? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
And where is?
It seems like my mind always goes back to what Martin Luther King said, would have said, what he thought, what he would have thought if he were here. He always said, you know, we can love each other. He said there's just no reason why we can't. This was near the end. I think this was her last birthday. She was here celebrating a television career. She agreed to allow me to interview her. That I put up here because I thought they were interesting. The first picture up there is when I first came to Atlanta. It's so idiotic that we've had that racism in the first place, because none of us had any say-so about how we got here, why we look the way we look. Officers of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And so I run in the streets, and I said, so let's do something for the children, maybe. And, well, I said, well, just put the cap on, the Santa Claus cap. But what people forget is there's more to it than just marching. We had to get them ready for battle. And then once they got injured, somebody had to take them to the hospital. I did that a lot. I stayed in the hospitals. And then also, you run out of money. So you got to have somebody on the ground who could call somebody. But he took it off to speak to the children. But I remember it, that it was Christmas and he met with them for the first time. And the one person who was really mean and nasty to kids, because a lot of kids found that if you go down there, you're gonna meet somebody. And one lady, he was so mean to one of the parents, only one of the kids, you know, that I added joy. And to the point that this same woman, had her daughter, President Johnson's voice was distinctive, you know. That sounds like the president. And when he walked in, I said, yeah, Mr. President, and we, you know, introduced everybody. I said, Dr. King talks about you so favorably all the time. He says you're such a good guy. And he made me like you. You know, I'd never met you. I said, but I was offended when I told you that women are suffering down in Atlanta in the hospitals, and doctors are stipend, they can't go no place, and all the money these white hospitals are getting, and you're responsible for that. And I told you in the letter what kind of situation this is. And you know what? You being the guy never even answered my letter. You acted like you really didn't care. And so we're here now to ask you in person, don't you care?
Impact we have on other people necessarily, yes. But we can have a huge impact on other people.
Oh, yes. And, you know, for
best of African American society in America, you know, it wanted to celebrate people, society and culture and celebrity, and, you know, and
I guess you can find it several places, I understand, on the network.
Okay. So we've talked about so much, but
I tell people all the time today, look around, there's something you can do. There's something you can do. Except the last pair of shoes he bought, or the first pair he bought anyway. They didn't keep it secret enough because I'm on the board and people found out where I lived and they come to my house. It's not what they call it.
Department of Labor.
Department of Labor. Bad though. When the people lose, you know what I wish I could do, I won't do it.